Hello again. So as you can see, right now we are in a section print upper level. So basically some advanced things we can do with printing the strings if you want to print them in some more sophisticated way than just writing a string and printing this specific string. I will not discuss all of the methods mentioned here in the text. I will just describe one, my favorite one, but basically you can use many of those methods give you the same result. You can just choose the one you prefer. Sometimes you will prefer one in some situations and the other in other situations, so it really depends on you. I also, from my own experience, I don't like remember always how to do it. I mean, I have in my mind that you can do these things in some way, but I always check it in documentation. How do you do something with some specific method? I remember one, but if for some reason I want to change something, I just search the net and then figure this out. So don't try to memorize this stuff. In general, in programming, you don't try to memorize stuff. You try to more or less know where to find something, but you are not trying to memorize things. Okay, so basically what we are trying to achieve here is something which can be seen as useful when you have variables which store some results and you want to then print different things depending on changes in these variables. So for instance, let's have a look at a simple example like here. So let's say that these are interest rates for some year. I think these are actually true interest rates for 2022 in Poland. So basically you can see that these interest rates are increasing, and so you want to and afterwards, usually when you are working with a program, the end goal of your program is to see the output, to have an output which a user can actually read and get some insights from this output. So you don't want to hard code a string where you say in January interest rates were 2.25, because if for some reason I don't know, let's say you change it to the next year and you want to change this variable into, I don't know, in the next year in January interest rates, let's say will be 2.5. I would be actually very happy if they were so low, but I wouldn't expect that. Basically, if you want to change this variable, then you change this variable, but in this output, nothing will change. We can see that I can run this example, and we can see that January is still 2.25, even though this variable is 2.5. I can change it to 5, and still nothing will change. So how do I get the behavior where this changes together with variables? Where you've already seen it with format method, but basically we have to use curly braces, and then inside we can input the name of the variable. And now this will work, but why will it work? Well, because we told Python first that this is this kind of string. So this is a string where in curly braces I am using names of variables. So right now, if I run this code, you can see that my January interest rates have increased. Maybe I will add a dot and a space here. My January rates have increased to 5. If I remove this f string from here, then I don't get the desired behavior. You see, I don't have a value of a variable here. I just get exactly the text I have used. So February, February, March, March. I don't get the values of these variables. To get the values of the variables, I have to tell Python that this is an F string. F string is a string where inside curly braces you can use names of variables, and then these variables in these places in the string, this part of the string is replaced with the value of a variable. And now you can see that I can change interest rates everywhere somehow, and my output will change. Okay, so here right now I have 6.8. Here I might increase to 9, let's say. So then interest rates in July are 9, and so on and so on. So as I said, I will not discuss all of the methods here. I encourage you to read through this section. As I said, don't try to memorize all the methods. Definitely you won't need that. You don't have to remember all of these methods. Just read through this text. Just remember that there are different methods, so that you can just try them out to figure out more or less how they work, and that's all you need. You will figure out how they work if you need this in future in your life, but you don't have to keep it in your memory. Okay, so that's all about formatting strings, and in the next video we will talk about how strings are iterables, how you can index slice strings, how you can use loops with strings. So these are the next topics. We will discuss them in the next videos. For now, thank you for your attention, and see you in the next video.